Today we're going to replace our old manual light switch with a Meross single pole wireless light switch. The reason why I like Meross is they don't require a hub and they have a lot of products to choose from. Matter of fact, in our garage we have a wireless controller there. They're all controlled for your smartphone, but they also go on Google, Alexa, smart things. So pretty much anything you can think of, Meross can cover you, not only from the product standpoint, but your controller standpoint. So with that said, let's go over some of the tools we'll need to do this install.
Here are the tools needed: a flathead screwdriver, a power screwdriver, Phillips head screwdriver, Oxyguard for our aluminum wires, and needle nose pliers.
Now that we got that covered, I'm ready to get my hands into this. Well, but let's do it. After turning off the electricity, we'll just take the cover off. And as you've seen probably some previous videos, the way I hold my screwdriver, a little different than most. On these, what I try to do, I usually start and I put my stump underneath it, and then I just go ahead and start twisting. As you can tell, I immediately dropped a screw. These things happen. Hey, let's all stay positive. We all have capabilities. We just got to give things a try. You drop something, you pick it up. No big deal. There we go. Next, I'll use my power screwdriver to take off the screws that hold the switch in place. Again, I like to hold my stump underneath. Just gives me a little bit more stability. We can see that's out. I can even balance it most of the time. I'll leave that one in because there's that washer on the other side that's holding the screw in. Those are always nice. Number 2 right here. And there we go. That one may not have it. It does not. But I was able to do it without dropping it, so that always feels good. So let's take a quick look at what we got here. And there we go. The thing with the Meross too is
You need to have access to the neutral wire
for that to work. It's all, they do a great job with their explanations online. They have videos. I've done this a few times before, so I already know some of these things. But next thing we're going to do is take this off. So let me grab a screwdriver. Let's take the screws out. And again, you know, not being able to hold this does not prevent me from doing this. So I'm going to do it. I encourage everyone in all my videos, give it a shot. As long as you don't hurt yourself, you know, be careful, but give it a shot. You'll be amazed at what you're capable of doing if you just give it a try and give it a shot. So here's how I'm going to take these screws out. I don't like to use a power drill when it comes to this. And there we go. There's number 1. You can cut them. I just don't feel like I want to cut them because you don't want to. You can never add material. You could always take material out. It's the same thing with woodworking. So I don't want to cut this because I don't want these any shorter than what they already are, at least at this point, because I haven't really taken a good look at them. So there we go. Those are both loose. And now that they're both loose, they can be removed. This is the way I remove them with my arm. And this might take a minute, but hey, if you're into this video this long, maybe you don't mind. Or maybe you do. And there we go. There we go. A little excitement, but was able to get this out. So now it's time to start wiring in the new one. Well, I went ahead and pulled out all the wiring to make it easier to work with. And I'm as sure some of you will notice I have aluminum wiring in this house. This is a house that was built in the 70s. So the reason why I have this in my hand, this is called Oxyguard. And this is to put on aluminum wiring, especially when they go up against the copper wiring that is more modern. You have to put them on all of your connections. To find out more, I would suggest you do a Google search, but this will keep the oxidation down and also the heat down when you're putting those wires together. So I'll do that now. Again, it's Oxyguard. Okay, I'm going to start with the white wire. And as you can see, I have the Oxyguard on the white wires. For those of you that have watched me do wire nuts before, welcome back to my channel. For those that have not seen me do this before, this is always one of the things that's fun and entertaining for a one-handed person to do. What I do is I just try to get them lined up, try to get them angled, try to have them hit each other, and then I carefully put them together and start to twist like I would imagine most two-handed people do. Maybe not. I don't know too many two-handed people, but that's the way I do it, and I think I may have been successful this time. Let's take a look. Definitely. So I have the white one in, and now I'll go to the black wire. Okay, on this Meross setup, the line in goes to black and the line out goes to the red. So I'm going to do the black first, and I took a look at how this is wired and where these wires go, so I know that this one is the line in. And again, the fun with wire nuts for a one-handed person, right? So, oh, I got them close. Let's see how well I can do this. It looks like it's gonna be successful. You never know until you try, though, right? And that's the purpose for these videos, to show people. Hopefully everyone can appreciate this. I just do it. I just do it. I mean, I may have one hand, but I'm more than willing to fail, but continue to try. And that's exactly what I'm going to do right here again. You know, I failed the first time. Let's see if I can bend these wires a little bit better this time. Hold this as well as I can with my stump. Let's give it another shot. I will be here as long as I need to get this done, because I want to put this light switch in. And I will find a way. And I encourage everyone to just try new things, try different things, and be as successful as you can. Not everything's perfect. I'm dropping screws. I'm not getting the wire nuts on, but I was able to get that one on. So now I'll do the line out. All right, line out time. Fun with one-handed wire nuts, or one-handed fun with wire nuts. I don't know what I want to call it, but fun with wire nuts for a one-handed person. Who cares? We're gonna do it. If it takes till next summer, next Christmas, next fall, I don't care. I'm gonna get it done. It's gonna be successful, and I'm just gonna give it the best shot I can, right? Looks like that's good. Okay, let me do the ground. For the ground, I'm gonna do the whole thing. I'll just do the whole thing in front of everyone. Get the ground wire ready. Undo the wire nut. This is definitely the original wire nut because it has some of the texture sprayed on it. Whether this is a necessity or not, as a matter of fact, as I'm putting some of this Oxyguard on, I'm going, no, this isn't necessary. But you know what? I'll put it on anyway. It's not going to kill anything. Let me take a look at this. Yeah, that's still in good enough shape. I'm going to use the original wire nut as well. So let's take a look here. Looks like we're good. Now that all the wires are put on securely, it's time to put them back into the junction box. So let's just time lapse that. Okay, I did a little bit more adjusting off camera. It wasn't much, but wasn't much to see either. So now I'm just going to put these screws in, and these screws, I'm using the ones that came out of the original one, the original manual switch. Now I just need to get the bottom one in. There we go. I like to go slow when I'm putting these switches in, just to listen to see if there's anything cracking, or am I bottoming out when I shouldn't be. There's so many different things to kind of watch for as you do this, and I just like to be careful. Sometimes I even sometimes I even use a regular screwdriver, and since that one died, I think I'll do exactly that. So let's take a look. And I want to put the cover on, show everyone how the cover, the Meross goes on. I did get this a little dirty as it was sitting here, but it just pops on. And there we go.
Now that everything's back together, we can start hooking it up to the Wi-Fi. The first thing you do is turn the power back on, and this is going right through the app itself. The next thing is to check the LED light, make sure it's flashing correctly. And then lastly, you connect it to your Wi-Fi.
All right, with all that done, let's test it. And there's really two things to test. One is the switch itself. Let there be light. And the other one, of course, is the phone. Let's take a look. Great. Hope you liked the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And please subscribe to my channel, because what I do is I show you how I do things, which may not be orthodox, but I want everyone to go out and try new things and just to give it a shot.